Yes, it is time. All right, Dan, I wanted to get some beginner bar on the calendar so we can really start at the beginning, go through a bunch of details together. Again, in the first position, let's find this first position to get started. Where we want to work is already thinking about our hips, pushing forward on top of our feet. Yeah, we naturally stand with our hips behind our heels. We want our hip bones to be right on top of our heels, forward in space. Yeah, it already should feel like you're maybe gonna fall. That's why we hold on to the bar, so that we can work in this position without falling. Yeah. And when you are at the bar, you're already in a slightly precarious position right here. Yeah. We have the bar. Of course, you don't have to push beyond what you're actually comfortable challenging yourself with, but that's your goal from the beginning. Hips forward on top of your heels. Yes. And then we take the arm. Why is that music still going? We take the arm through first position, shoulder down, elbow to the left and right, and then we open that to the second position. Where that second position is always tough to find. This one is one of the hardest places to find. You want your elbow to be as far back as you can before you feel your elbow needing to drop it down. You want your elbow to be above your wrist, and then you feel almost like you're pushing your arm back. You feel like back of the body having to work to hold your arm back there. Yeah, natural is forward, challenging, pulling the arm back. And it really starts to work the upper back right at the beginning. Yeah, so we start with the arm in our low fit. Here you want your elbow to be forward, which already gets you working in the front of the arm. Elbows forward, elbow comes up, and then from here you're going to use from the middle of your spine to your elbow. You're trying to close that gap. You're going to pull the elbow back to open the arm to the second. Yeah, the hand is still in the front of you, but the elbow is usually farther back than you want it to be. Yeah. So the movement of the arm, we'll get through the legs. Movement of the arm is going to go down to the low fifth, up to the first, out to the second. Going to go down to the low fifth, elbows forward, up to the first, open to the second. Down to the low fifth, up to the first, open to the second. Yeah, so that's what the arm, and you shake it up. Does the shoulder get a little tight? Yeah, shake it up, shake it up. Yes. Okay, sorry for interrupting that. So the legs are going to do plies while that's going on. Plie is to bend. We're going to bend the knees. Again, the big thing to think about is your hip bone should be on top of your heels, not behind your heels, but on top of your heels. So we're going to go demi plie, hip bones forward, way more forward than you want them to be. Yeah, it should feel like, feel like this. Yeah, it feels very far back. Yeah, and then you straighten the legs, and don't let your hips go back. Straighten the legs, hips stay over the feet, and then again, demi plie, hips forward, and we straighten hips, stay over the feet. Yeah, demi plie, and straighten, and demi plie, and straighten. So we've got two things that are going to take place at the same time. We just learned the arm, and we just learned the legs, and they're going to take place at the same time. Yeah, they're going to take place in first position, in second position, in fourth position. I'll show you how to find that next, and your third or your fifth position. And they're going to take place in all those positions. So in your second position, your true classical definition, you picked up your toes, turned in your foot, your toes and touch your knees. Yeah, that's your second position right there. It's very normal to open your second position up wider here, please, because you get a really nice stretch. But that's your like true classical second position right there. Turn it in, and your toes touching your foot. All right, for someone like me, I'm pretty short feet for my height, pretty short feet, so I tend to go a little bit wider than that. Otherwise, I end up with my legs very close. It is malleable depending on your body proportions, but that's your rule of thumb. Yep. Then your fourth position, if you took your heel and you put it next to your other heel, down like this, facing forward, that's how far forward your other foot should be right there. So you go heel to heel with your foot facing front, then check that line, turn your foot up, place it there. That's your fourth position. Your hip would prefer to be on your back foot, but it's ballet. We don't often do what our hips prefer. Our hip prefers there. We have to push our hips forward between our feet to find the fourth position. Yeah, and then even this position is precarious. Yeah, you have to hold on to not fall over. Yeah, that's how we use the bar. And then we do the bend and everything in the fourth. Yes. And then we take the foot and we close it in. Either third, which is heel to the big toe joint, or fifth, which is heel all the way over to the big toenail. For me, I like both, but I don't like random. So if you like third, pick third and pick the same spot every time. So you develop precision. If you like fifth, pick fifth and hit the same spot every time. Why pick one or the other? Pick third if you feel it's really tough to keep your hips over your feet. In fifth, super tough. Then go into third until you feel like you can keep your hips forward over your feet. And then you can start to journey your way with fifth. Either way, be specific about what you choose, where you want your feet to place. So we've got the arms. We've got the legs. We're gonna do all these positions. So let's put all this together. I know this is a lot for just one combination, but it is more complex than the top. So hips forward on top of the heels. Hips forward, elbow is forward. Elbow comes up just above the wrist, and then trying to get the elbow to open back using the shoulder blade behind you. Yes. Now we're gonna do the arm to begin. We're gonna go arm down through low fifth, arm to first, elbow just above wrist, and elbow opens to the second. Again, arm goes down through the first and second. Then we're gonna do just the legs. Leave the arm alone, just the legs. Demi-plie and stretch, demi-plie, stretch, 3 and 4. Then we're gonna put them together. So we're gonna go demi-plie, arm stays down, demi-plie, arm comes first and open, demi-plie, arm comes down, demi-plie, arm through first and open. And then we'll take the foot out. We'll get specific as the weeks go on about how exactly to change gracefully from one to the next, but we've already got a lot to chew on today. We do just the arm. Arm is gonna go 4 times. I'll play music in a sec for us to do it, but the arm goes 4 times. The legs go 4 times. Then we try to put it together. We go demi-plie, arm and leg together, demi-plie, and stretch, demi-plie, and stretch, demi-plie, and stretch. Then we point the foot, we bring it to our 4th position. Remember, it's 1 foot between your feet into the 4th position. Sorry, just the arm first. Just the arm goes 4 times, 2, 3, 4, etc. Just the legs go 4 times. Then we put it together. Demi-plie, straighten, demi-plie, straighten, demi-plie, straighten, demi-plie, straighten. And then we close. You pick either third or fifth. I'm going to demo third. Today, you pick that position you want to push your hips forward in. And you have just the arms for 4, just the legs for 4, and then go try to match together. And then we finish the combination right there. All right, is the arm already tired? Yes. Oh, all right. And the hips forward the whole time. I got the elbow nice and forward the whole time. Let's go. Let's play something nice. And dance with this. Here we go. We take the arm up through the first and we pull it open to the second. Just the port bras arm goes down through first, open second. Very nice. And arm goes down, elbow forward through the first and second. Yes, dancers, excellent job with the elbow. And again, are your hips still forward or do they push back? And through the first and open. That's right, Jan. Very nice elbow. 1 and through the first and open. Good. Now we do just the legs. Don't forget about your arm. Keep it right there out to the side. Demi-plie and stretch. Yes, hips forward over the feet. Demi-plie and stretch. That's right. And demi-plie. Keep the elbow just above the wrist, not letting it fall down. And demi-plie. Now we try dancers. The pat the head, rub the stomach. Here we go. Demi-plie. Arm down. Demi-plie. Arm through first. Open the arm. Again, demi-plie. And stretch. That's right. And demi-plie. And stretch. Let's change it to the second position. Just the arm. And open. Good. Yes, I know that shoulder's getting a little tired. Yeah, breathe through that burn. And arm low through the first. But are your hips still forward or have they sat back a little bit? And again. Arm down. Through the first. And open. Good. Lisa, when you get in the first, keep your hand a little closer to you. Right now it's a little too far out. Keep it a little closer. Bend the elbow a little more. And yes, there it is, Lisa, and open. Now demi-plie. And stretch, that's right, and demi-plie. I know the shoulder's burning. And stretch, yes, and demi-plie. If it needs a rest, you can do hand to shoulder. It's a great way to like half strengthen 50% of the arm weight. Now we try to put it together, demi-plie and straighten, demi-plie and straighten. That's right, Lisa. Good. Demi-plie and straighten, demi-plie. Good. Yes, nice scale. Beautiful vertebra. Now we change into the fourth position. Good. And arm. Good. Again. Yes, try to make sure those hips are between your feet. They're going to try to pull back. We try to keep them pushing forward. If you're doing it right, it's like you can almost barely stand in this position because it's tricky to hold. Yes. I know ballet looks natural, but it's not. You know, we have to learn every little bit. And open. But now keep the arm there. Elbow pulls back. Demi-plie. And stretch. Good, Kathy Marie. Very nice posture. Demi-plie. And stretch. That's right on it, Sophia. And demi-plie. And stretch. Good. Watch. We don't sit here, Christy. Push this hip more in. Yes. And stretch. Now we try to do it all together. Arm. And stretch. Good. Keep that back heel down heel. Very small plie. Yes. Don't go as short. Stay a little higher. Yes, Gail. Perfect. Exactly there. And plie. Beautiful. And we close the foot. Pick either third or the fifth. Quick shake of the arm while the music restarts for us. Yeah. Whew. I hope you didn't walk in thinking ballet's too easy. Push the hips forward. Arm comes up. Open out. Arm down. Elbow forward. And open. Yes, Janet, that was an excellent first position. And again, see if you can do it again. Elbow comes up first. Beautiful. And open. That's right. Don't leave the hand behind Valerie. Keep the hand supported as you come through the first. Yes. And open. About one more. And open. And open. Yes, demi-plie. Now it's going to be like you go down maybe 2 inches. Not big. Plie. And stretch. That's right. More important is your posture and the placement of your hips. Depth doesn't matter. And plie. And stretch. Yes, Angela, this is perfect. Yep, that's all you're going to do. Only that far down. Demi-plie. Arm comes down. And stretch. And 2. And stretch. And 3. Drag the hips forward. And last one. And then to finish the combination, you bring the arm down into the low fifth, our preferable fifth, and finish. Out again. All right, team. Nice work. Shake off that arm, shake out those legs. We go on to the other side. Very nice. Okay, here we go. Starting in the first position, everything is the same except now use the other arm, and the other leg will be in the front for the fourth method. Here we go. In the first, hips push forward, elbow comes up, open out to the second. Arm goes down, elbow forward, and up. Yes, Kathy Marie, there's the elbow. Very nice. And again, arm down through the first, and open. And again, yes, keep that elbow up as you go to the second, Christy. And through the first. Open second. Yes, beautiful. And one more. And 2. And open. That's right. Demi-plie. Hips drive forward. Plie. And stretch. Good. And stretch. Gorgeous, Karen. That's right. Nice turn out. Plie. And stretch. Arm comes down, demi-plie, and stretch. Demi-plie, and demi-plie, demi-plie, and stretch. Change out to the second position, just the arm. And lift through the elbow, open. Yes, and arm comes down. Through the first. And open, good. Imagine on Sophia, you could leave your hand behind. The hand stays a little back until the very end. Yes, there you go. Through first. And open, that it doesn't come down like this. Keeping it here. Yes. Beautiful, Anna Sophia. There it is. And now we plie here. Demi plie. Stretch. Good. If you can't yet, even more forward with the hips here. I think you can. Try more forward in space. Yes. And plie. Good. And plie. And now we try to put it together. Demi plie. And stretch. Yes, Gail. Very nice timing. Beautiful. And stretch. Demi plie. And stretch. Yes, Catherine Murray, that's the coordination. Beautiful. Plie. And stretch. We change it to the fourth, bringing your outside foot in the front. And you take the arm through the first. Open out to the second. Yes. Hands down. Good. Careful the shoulder doesn't go with you. Keeping the shoulder right in the socket. Keeping it back. Only the elbow comes up. Very nice. And one more. Checking on those hips. Make sure they're still pushing forward. And plie. Good. If you even feel a little calf or Achilles stretch in the back, plie. And stretch. Not keeping this elbow up. I know that shoulder's getting tired. And stretch. Plie. And arms waist lat. We go again with both together, Demi. And stretch. And Demi. And stretch. Good. And again, Demi plie. And stretch. Beautiful fingers, Lisa. Yes. And Demi plie. Good. Let's point the foot and bring it into the third or fifth. Quick shake of the arm while our music restarts for balance. Here we go. We started a little bit. Elbow forward, hips forward, everything forward. And open. Just the arm down. Through first. And open to the second. Yes. And arm down. Through first. Open second. Good. Again, arm down. Through first. Open second. And one more. Through first. And second. Left. Oops. 2 or 3 and okay. With your eyes. And stretch. Yes. And plie. And stretch. Excellent, Valerie. And plie. And stretch. Plie. And stretch. And we try with the arm. And stretch. And 2. And stretch. Third time. And plie. And we stretch. And the arm comes down. And we finish. Good. All right. Nice work, dancers. Good. We'll shake out the feet. Let's bring your bar back to the first side. We'll get into some comedy and some shake the legs. I'm going to just put this on the floor so you can see my feet a little better for this one. All right, so we're going to work some tendu. We're going to work it from our first positions. A couple things you want to think with tendu. It means to stretch, and we're going to try to stretch everything, including the knee and the foot. So we're here in our first position. If you were to trace your feet on the ground, like a little chalk, if you were to trace your feet on the ground, you want to come back to the same spot every time, not letting it change as you come back to close. Yeah, so that's the first thing. You want it to come back exactly here. Now, second thing, if you're depending on the shape of your knee joint, you might have space between your heels, or you might have space between your knees, or you might have no space between your knees or your heels and everything's touching all the way down. Yeah, it just depends on the shape of your knee joint. Whatever the shape of your knee joint is, we want to work we want to be, first of all, be aware of it and work towards it. So let's try to find, first of all, your first position here. So try separating your heels a little bit and trying to see if your knees still touch. I've got about 3 inches between my heels, and just pull the knees together and see what happens. Yeah, and then pull the heels all the way together so that they're touching, and squeeze your knees as close as they'll go and see if they feel straight or if they feel bent. Yeah, so where are my people where you have space between your heels and you feel like your legs can still touch? Where are my people in that boat? Space between the heels and the knees can still touch. Awesome, cool. So you know who you are. And we've got heels together and your legs don't feel straight. Do we have you in that position? Your heels are together and you don't feel like you can get your legs all the way straight. Who are my people in that camp? Some from the farm camp. Izzy. Okay, and where are people where your heels are touching and you feel like your legs are touching it? It feels really straight and really, really tight. Feels good with the heels touching each other. Awesome, fabulous. And where are people where heels touch, but the knees don't touch? Heels touch, but the knees don't touch. You're as straight as you can go, but the knees don't touch. Okay, cool. We got some of everybody tonight. Awesome. Love that. That's super helpful for me to have some of everybody. I remember to cue all the right things. You guys are awesome. You brought all the right knees to class today. So let's begin. If you have space between your heels, if you have space between your heels and your knees still touch, you got hyperextension in your legs. It means your knees bend a little bit past straight. They bend a little bit backwards. Yeah, I've got a little bit. You can see my legs bend just a little bit backwards here. If you're here where your heels touch and your knees don't touch, we call that the bow leg. It's a great place. The little bow leg, the knees will look separate in first, but the beautiful thing about ballet is most of it's done from fit. So you can still have really, really beautiful lines if your knees don't touch them first. Yeah, it was only visible in the first, really. The rest is kind of hidden. Even in the second, you can't really tell. If you have straight legs, where you feel your knees can touch and your heels can touch, that's awesome. You've got straight legs. You can have your first position right here. You don't have to make any changes to your first. All right. If you have hyperextension, you don't want to work your full maximum where you feel you can move your kneecaps. If you can move your kneecaps, then you've got too much space between your heels. Yeah. If you've got baggy kneecaps, we don't want that. We don't want baggy kneecaps. That's how you know your knee joints are a little bit of an unsafe position. They're resting on themselves. There's no muscle in the knee. Anyone out there got baggy kneecaps right now? Yeah, baggy kneecaps. We got some baggy kneecaps. All right, no baggy kneecaps in ballet. No baggy kneecaps. So we want the kneecaps to look like that, dimpled kneecaps. No baggy kneecaps. No baggy kneecaps. All right, so let's work on our tongue. Now we've got how to stand. Let's work on how to move. So we want no baggy kneecaps. Very tight legs. You're gonna push down into the floor. Notice my knee didn't bend. Push down into the floor. Start sliding your foot forward. Start sliding your foot forward. Your heel's still touching for a moment in time. No knees bending. Knees are stretched. Heel comes down. Heel starts to lift. And then toes come underneath your foot. How they come underneath the foot, not with the pinky touching, but lifting the heel so that your big toe, second toe, maybe third toe are touching. Get a long third toe. And then you let the toes lower back down. You don't bend the knee. Keep the knee stretched and come right back to your first position. Yeah, if you've got that hyperextension, then don't aim for your heels together. Aim for a little space between your heels so that you have space to get your legs in without them bending. Yeah, that's the tendu to the front. Let's go again. Down, down, down. Slide the foot. Don't let the knee bend. Through the demi point and point the toes underneath. Good. And then through the demi point. Knee stays straight. Slide your foot back in. Navigate the calf muscle and find your way to first. Yep. And we go to the side. Let's slide the foot down. No bending kneecaps, no bending knees. Push down through the ground. Heel begins to lift. Push all the way to the toe. Demi point. No bending. Stretch knee. And we squeeze in and we close in first. Let's go again to the side. Don't bend the knee to get the foot out. Push down to the floor. Push down to the floor to get the foot out. Yes, Chrissy, that was very nice friction on the floor. Through the demi point and point. Through the demi point. And we press down to squeeze the leg in. The better you get at ballet, the harder tendus are. Because the more you can push down. Yeah, the more you can make this hard for yourself, the stronger you get, the more you can push down, which makes this harder and more and more and more technically accurate. Yeah, especially when we're going slow. Going fast, you don't need to quite make it as hard, but going slow, you do. To the back, no bend. We push down through the floor and we try to drag the foot out. It's super tough to the back. Push down and drag the foot behind you. Heel touches for as long as you can until we have to lift it. And then we sweep the toe under. And then flip to the demi point. Start to pull the foot in. No bending knees. and we close. Here, yes, the second one I'm gonna turn to the side and show you. I know it's gonna look like I'm on your side, but I'm gonna turn to this side so you can see my body turn to the side view. So try to slide the foot out with straight leg. And we go to the back. Don't let your heel be the first thing to the back. Heel stays forward, toes go to the back. Yes. What's touching? My toenail. My toenail is on the floor. You see my toenail on the floor. Yeah, I'm not here, but I'm all the way to the toenail. Yes. And then I flip the foot over, so now the bottom of the foot is on the floor, and then I close it. Yes. It actually looks like it was really helpful. Do you want to see my bare foot do the coming to the front and the side too? Do the front through the demi point and point. Yes, that's the front view. Only the first few toes are touching. So the demi point and close. The side through the demi point and point from the side view. Only the two toes, not here. Only the front feet toes are touching. And through the demi and close. All right, now this might feel mundane, but there's really only 3 ways to get your foot off the floor, and we just learned one of them. You can either get your foot off the floor by sliding, by picking up, by jumping, but that's a part of picking up. Yeah, so basically that's it. You can either slide or you can pick up. We just learned one of the 2 ways to pick up your feet at ballet. So, very important movement. The arm for this is going to go through the first, stay in the second. Yeah, it's going to stay in the second, but you can only see my legs still. My arm's up here. Yep, I'll help you with that. And then I'm going to step forward so you can actually watch my feet a little closer and get those reminders. We're going to do 4 to the front, 4 to the side, 4 to the back, 4 to the side. Then we're going to go demi-plie. Hips are forward, yes. And then we're going to releve. Up back, go forward. Yes, the height doesn't matter as much as the placement. If your heels are low, but you're forward, it's better than being high and back. So forward is better than being high and back. All right, shall we? That's a lot to think about. We start with the arm in the little fifth, the feet in the first, no back kneecap, very tight. And we'll take the arm up to second with you and then step forward for the remainder. 5, 6, elbow comes up, 7, over now to the second. Good. Here we go to the front. Slide the foot out and close. Good. Slide the foot out and close. Good. And slide the foot out and close. Watching the back feet. If you need to open the feet so you have space, do it, but don't bend the knee through the first. Yes, I know it's super tough to keep that leg straight. To the side. And we close. Push that standing hip forward. Let the standing hip go behind your heel. I know there's a lot to think about. And elbow stays just above the wrist. Good. And to this side. And we close. To the side. Side. And close. Good. Take a look at your first. If your standing foot turned in, bring it back to where you started. Here we go. To the back. And drag the foot out. And back. Yes, on to Sophia. There you go. Drag the foot back in. And push it down with the floor to drive out. And back in. Good. And again, down to the floor. And back in. And down and out. And last 4 to the side. I know the arm's getting tired. Yes, pull the hip forward to the side. And close. I promise we got a beautiful stretch after these. So to the side. And 2 more. And stop. Now just above the wrist. And here goes. Last one. Side. And I'm going to step back so you can watch my arm for the releve. Arm comes down. Hips are forward. Releve. You hold. That's right. Beautiful ankle alignment jam. That's right. If you'd like to try to let go with your other hand, you can. If this is enough for today, stay there. Otherwise, both arms can come to first. Good. And when you're ready, hips forward to plie. Don't lean back with the hips. And open the arm. And finish. Yes. Okay, let's go to the other side. Here we go, butt and foot. Starting in your first. Arm is down. Arm comes up. Elbow open, out. Good. Let's go forward so you can see through the tangi. The front. And close. Yes, Angela, that was very nice with the legs staying straight. Yeah, you felt it? That was a good one. And close. And to the front. So right at the end, Karen, make sure that pinky toe is on the floor in the first. Yes, and to the front. And close. Good. To the side. Nice. Knee control, Gail. Excellent. To this side. And yes, if you've got the hyperextension, the knee control is particularly tough. It's hard for everybody, but particularly with the hyperextension through the demi, to the points. Yes, Jan, very nice friction on the floor. And close. Good, Valerie, to the side. And point.
Oh, this was exhausting.
And close. Yes. And to the side. Yes. And go ahead, take a look at your first. Make sure you don't lose any turnout. Reset yourself. Bring the elbow back to the back. Drag the foot. Go and keep the arm a little more back on Sophia in your second. Beautiful. There you go. And up. And down. Now good. And close. Yes. Very nice, Christy. And to the back. Last set to the side. And side. And close. Very nice. Enter the demi. And point. And demi. And close. Yes, Janet. Nice job squeezing the legs together. And the top. That's right, Lisa. Nice job remembering the arm. I love it. And the demi. And points. And demi. Good. I'm going to scoot back so you can see my arm with my legs. Demi plie, arm comes down. And releve, elbow comes up. That's right, Kathy. Bring your eye poke just a little lower with your arm, more like across from your belly button first. Yeah. Good. You can let go if you like, or this is enough. Stay holding on. Nice. Balance on, Sophia. Good. Apart. Plie your hips forward. Go and sit behind your heels. And you finish. Right. Good. Let's go back to the first side. Very nice. We're going to go just a little stretch and then balance in our su-su. So let me show you our su-su. Real quick. So when you go in our su-su, our position for su-su is basically fifth position, but on demi point. So instead of fifth position on demi point where my legs are separated, right? If you just go up, your legs are no longer touching. So we want to squeeze across so that your legs are touching from top to bottom. So how we want this to be, we want, even if you're on a low demi point, you want to think about the inside of one ankle touching the outside of the other ankle.
Ooh, tough.
So typically, in America, we've moved the front foot. France, Russia, you'll see more of the back foot moving. Isn't that funny how that's that different depending on where you are, where you live? You'll see me cross the front foot over the back foot, although personally I train with a Russian teacher, so when I take class with her, I tend to move the back foot over to the su-su. Yes, they're both correct, just depends on who you ask and how dogmatic they are about it. But I like to teach moving the front foot. We take the front foot as we're releve, you slide the front foot up and land in su-su right in the front. And then as you're coming down, you separate the foot and come down. So let's try with you su-su. We're going to go up and across and separate the foot into plie. and move the toe across and down into the plie. Good, and across and into the plie. Yeah, very nice work. So there's your sous-sus. It means over under. You got one foot, the other foot under. Yes, we're gonna finish here with a little cobra forward and bounce, and then a sous-sus. So I'm gonna put you guys up so you can see my whole body for the cobra. We're gonna do this in the third and the fifth. The arm comes up through the first, open the second. Again, I've said it a lot of times. You'll say it a million times. Hips don't go behind your heels. Hips stay on top of your heels. Your hand goes forward at the bar so that you can accommodate that without your hips pushing back. But it's very tough to keep your hips forward. Arms come down towards the ground. They come up over your head and open. Arm comes down like it's gonna touch the ground, and then it comes up over your head. From the front view, my arm is going like this. I go down, the arm is now, I'm looking at my hand, I can see my hand in front of my eyes, and I keep my hand there as I'm coming up. And then I go down, the arm comes forward, and I open. Yeah, so we're gonna do a couple of these. I take the arm, we're gonna do 4 combres to the front, and then a sous-sus. We're gonna do a combre forward, 1, 2, coming up 3, open the arm forward, stretching 5, 6, coming up 7, 8. Let me show you the last 2 from the front. Stretching forward, 1 arm by your feet, and come up, down. Now that same motion of the arm is gonna happen while we move our feet. So it's gonna go down, the sous-sus. Yeah, try that with me, down. With the arm, I cross my front foot over as I bring the arm up high. Open. All right, we're gonna try that one. 4 combres and a sous-sus. We'll do it on both sides. Do wrap up. Here we go.
It's so hot.
Here we go. Feet first. 7. Elbow opens to the back. 8. Combre forward. Take the hand to the bar forward. And down, arm by your head. Coming up. And open. We go down 5. Hold 6. Coming up on 7. 7. Open. Arm 8. Again, stretch forward down. 13. Coming up. Open the arm. And we stretch forward. And coming up, arm overhead. Yes, very nice. And open. And we demi-plie, arm comes down. Slide your front foot across to sous-sus while the arm comes high. Good. Shall we do another one of those? Let's open the arm and come down. Let's reset. Again, demi-plie. Arm comes up while your leg slides across. Very nice. Yes, let's go one more for good luck. Open the arm, separate the feet, and plie. And cross the front foot over. Good. If you'd like to let go, you can try. Otherwise, you can stay hanging on. You can bring the arm seconds. Good. Open the arm. Going down. And finish. All right, yes, it was nice work. Let's go other side. Here we go. 6. Elbow comes up. 7. Open out to the second. 8. Stretching forward. On your way, if you want to imagine your arm goes first before your head. Arm goes first. Coming up. And open. Yes, like your arm can beat your head up to the sky. Arm first. That's right, Jan. Yes, beautiful, Karen. And stretching again. It's like your arm helps you get up. Arm. Beautiful, Gail. And one more. Come right forward. Coming up. Open the arm. And let's try a few sous-sus. Why don't we try 3 tiny demi-plie? Cross the front foot over as you lift the arm to sous-sus. Good. Let's open the arm and reset back to your 3rd or your 5th. Good. Demi-plie. And cross the foot as you bring the arm high. Good. Reset. And one more. Demi-plie. And press. If you'd like to let go, here's your chance. If hanging on is enough on for you, stay right there. Good, and we calm down. And we finish. All right, this was great work today. I hope you had some fun with this back to basics, absolute piano ballet class. I hope you have a great rest of your night. See you guys for more. Bye, everybody. Great to see you.
Thanks for watching. Bye.